ever been a new baby in your house, you know what a special yet demanding time it can be. No doubt about it, a baby needs lots of care and attention. For the Wildeman family, those needs were multiplied because their daughter, Jamie Ray, was born with chronic lung disease. But with the help of a United Way agency, the Wildemans are able to give their baby all the love and care she needs, right in their own home.
Jamie was born premature and she has a trach. The Visiting Nurse Association has come out and weighed her, listened to her breathing to make sure there was no wheezing, and then helped me change the trach because at first she was so tiny and it was really a traumatic thing to realize this is her airway and it's real important that it be changed. Plus, it's the responsibility if you don't get it in and back out. It's scary. It was scary.
In January, when I initially started seeing Jamie, Jamie had been in the hospital for an illness, and she was discharged home, and at that time the doctor thought it good for me to come and check on Jamie and make sure everything was going okay. And her insurance would pay for 2 visits for me to come. Needless to say, you know, Mom and Dad are wonderful, but they don't have a medical background. So when I got here, I decided that they did need some kind of link from home to hospital, and I had a direct line to the doctors, but the insurance refused to pay. So I spoke with authority at my association and explained this to them. They approved United Way funds to allow me to continue to see Jamie.
It was very scary to have a little bitty baby with all this medical problem and never having any medical training. But I'm very thankful that we have them because they helped us. They were the only ones that would help us or could help us.
In-home care for a child with Jamie Ray's special needs might not be possible without your donations to United Way. United Way helps fund the services provided by the Visiting Nurse Association, as well as some 37 other helping agencies in our community. Let me tell you more about the ways your United Way dollars are used to help people.
Take a little time out of your busy day to give encouragement to someone who's lost their way. And would I be talking to a stone if I asked you to solve a problem that's not your own?
In the heart of Evansville, the Boys Club provides friendships, wholesome activities, and positive adult role models for young people who might be considered at risk of falling into a life of crime, drug use, or other trouble. We don't like to dwell on the numbers of youth who end up leading non-productive lives, but the sad truth is there are troubled youth in every community, including our own. Boys Club Director Bob Rooney believes that presenting the values of personal worth, discipline, and goals in life can go a long way toward helping youth with problems.
Here at the club, we like to think our success is measured in terms of what kids don't get into or don't do. For instance, the kids that don't drop out of high school, the kids that don't get in trouble with authority, the kids that aren't into dope or other self-destructive lifestyles because of the result of bad choices. As I look back, there's no doubt in my mind when I consider the environment I grew up in that my life would be entirely different were it not for the local neighborhood boys club. I found choice and alternative there. More importantly, I found a lot of support and encouragement in my choices from some very neat and high-powered role models. I found myself wanting to do for others. When I grew up, I ran into all kinds of people that were supporting the same kinds of values. It was not just Mom and Dad, it was my aunt and uncle, it was the neighborhood grocer, it was the cop on the beat, it was the classroom teacher, and they were all promoting the same kinds of values. In the complex society that our kids are growing up today, that's just not so. It's just not so. I think that they really need the kind of exposure that I experienced. Not necessarily the same exposure, but certainly the opportunity for choice and alternative. They really need an alternative from the physical and moral dangers of the streets. They need good role models. They need stability. They need consistency in their lives from one day to the next.
Boys Club is just one example of what United Way does for at-risk youth in our community. And the rewards of these efforts are immeasurable. When we reach out to our young people, we often help them help themselves. And sometimes, as in Bob Rooney's case, those who have been helped, in fact, become the helpers of others. Much of the help provided by United Way is made possible thanks to volunteers. At campaign time, hundreds of volunteers, just like me, give their time to make sure that United Way keeps fundraising costs low. In addition, some 75 specially trained volunteers from throughout the community review plans and budgets to make sure that the dollars you give to United Way are well spent. Volunteers also provide help at many United Way agencies. Here at the Art Crisis Nursery, families are assisted with emergency child care. A very special volunteer, Marilyn Floyd, lends a helping hand with the children. Marilyn Floyd knows all about help. She was born with spina bifida and has spent her life on crutches or in a wheelchair. At age 3, she lost her sight as a result of treatment for her disease. But with hard work and a lot of help, including help from the Blind Association, the Rehabilitation Center, and other United Way agencies, Marilyn has succeeded. She is attending college and will get a degree in social work. She says she wants to give something back to those who have helped her.
I volunteer because I enjoy being with children and just giving a part of myself. I had friends and family growing up and being around everyone that cared about me and giving me their time and their love. So when I said when I grew up, I want to give that back. Please don't be selfish, because working with kids or an adult or just going out to Meals on Wheels, everyone needs you. So please don't be selfish. They need you and they need your support. So give all you can.
Just try a little kindness, and you see it's something that comes very naturally. We can change things if we start giving.
We've just had a limited look at what can be done when you give to United Way. But even more important, these stories serve as examples of what might not be possible if you don't give. This year, United Way is seeking $3.25 million. Now that's a 7.9% increase over what was raised last year, and not nearly enough to meet all of our community needs. Our agencies have far greater demand than they can ever fill, and there's an ever-increasing need. So, while people like little Jamie Ray Wildeman, Bob Rooney, and Marilyn Floyd are able to benefit from United Way programs, there are many others who are not being helped because we simply don't have enough dollars to reach them. We hear from more people in need every day, and for many of those in need, United Way is their only hope. We need a commitment from you to extend the helping hand of United Way. If you've never given to United Way before, know that your pledge is needed now more than ever. If you have given in the past, thank you. And please consider giving more so United Way can reach out and touch the lives of those who need us most.